Okay, so we've been at solution quadratic. Okay. Well, it might be fast, just to kind of see what it looks like. Yesterday, how to solve this by graphing. And so when you type, it looks like. See how it doesn't touch the x? But every quadratic has two solutions. Because it doesn't touch the x, you know that both your answers, your solutions, are going to be imaginary. Okay? So let's go ahead and solve this. I don't know how to factor this using imaginary numbers. I'm sure there's a way. I never learned that way. Okay? What I could do is use the quadratic formula. And the quadratic formula says if you have a quadratic in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c, and you take the a, b, and c, and you plug it into this formula, it'll spit out the solutions every single time. Okay, things to keep in mind is if there's no number in front of the like x squared, then a would be 1, right? Yes. Sometimes they leave out a term. If they leave out a term, then it would be 0. Okay? So what is a? A is 1. B is and C is 5, right? And so my formula, I'm going to copy it again on this paper, is negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4a all over 2a, right? Good. You guys have this one memorized. You guys should have this one memorized. They will not tell you that on the ACT. All right, so we have negative b. B was negative 4, so this would become negative 4. And what is negative 4? 4, okay? Okay? So the negative 4, negative 4 makes plus 4. Second, what is negative 4 squared? Good, 16, okay? Anytime you square, when you plug in a number, it is always positive. That is the number one mistake. Kids will write down negative 16. It is positive 16. Minus 4. And A is 1. And C is 5. Divided by the whole thing. 2. And A is 1. Which is just 2. And I'm probably showing more work than you guys will show because you guys are ICA students. Okay, from there, this is 16. You do 16 minus 4 and then times 1 and then times 5? Yeah, order of operations, right? I have to multiply 4 times 1 times 5 and then subtract. So what is 4 times 1 times 5? 20. And 16 minus 20 is negative 4. And of course, 2 times 1 is 2. Now, square root of negative 4, anytime you have a square root of a negative number, it's going to spit out imaginary solutions. So how do I simplify square root of negative 4? 2i, right? Because 2 times 2 is 4. You pull the negative out, make an I. So this is the same thing as 4 plus or minus 2i over 2. Next, you want to simplify. Okay? So is there a number? There's 2 ways to think about this. Is there a number that goes into 4, 2, and 2 that I could divide from 2? So what's 4 divided by 2? 2. 2 divided by 2? 1. And 2 divided by 2? 1. But you don't need to divide by 1. Oops, I left off my minus, right? So the answer is 2 plus or minus 1i. And those are your 2 solutions. You could. You know, if you left this as your answer, people will know that that's two solutions. You have 2 plus I and 2 minus I. Or, if you wanted to split it up, you could do 2 plus I and 2 minus I. Notice you could put a 1 or you could drop the 1. Same thing, okay? So if you want to leave your answer like that, you can. Like this, you can. If you leave your answer like this, you know, you're close, but you didn't reduce. And so I would take off a little bit of a point. But anytime you have a rational, you should simplify it if you can. Questions? So that one was pretty easy, I thought.